pelvic floor is part of the deep core system, which in other videos I've talked about a lot. Diaphragm, pelvic floor muscles, transversus abdominis, multifidus muscle group. And the beauty of the deep core is the movement that happens with breath. My name is Dr. Jocelyn Conley. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist, founder of the Vagina Doc. And in this video, I'm gonna review or demonstrate a type of breathing pattern that specifically targets fast twitch muscles within the deep core system so that we can train those muscles without having to consciously contract, like when we're jumping or when we're running. The muscles that are supposed to respond with jumping and with running are fast twitch, or they require a different type of training than other muscles within the pelvic floor system that help with pelvic organ support, with just general endurance and strength. So we have to train them. We have to train each, or we have to train whatever you're missing. The breathing pattern that we're going to go over today is the O breath. It's a type of yoga breath. And the idea is it is powerful and it's fast and it's strong, just like a plyometric movement, running or jumping, is compared to its non-plyometric exercise. So jump squat, its complement would be a squat. When you breathe in, the diaphragm flattens, the pelvic floor drops, because as the diaphragm flattens, it pushes the guts down. So we get stretching of the pelvic floor, which is absolutely essential during a jumping motion or a running motion. As we exhale, diaphragm goes back to its starting position, pelvic floor follows. So there's two types of exhales. There's passive, when you're just letting air flow, and then there's active, where you add muscular effort, typically in the muscles of the ribs and of the abdominals. And in the O breath, we're going to use an active exhalation to further tap into the pelvic floor. This can be done in any position. It can be done in standing. It can be done in one leg, hands and knees, a runner's position, any position you want. Just keep it simple. Get in a good position, body, ribs stacked over pelvis, spine's in neutral. You're gonna take a deep breath in through your mouth in an O shape like this. And as you breathe in, try to expand out. I know my shoulders elevated a little bit. Out in your chest, out in your belly, out in your ribs. You're gonna breathe in, and then you're gonna breathe out. And the exhale is shorter than the inhale, whereas before, in other videos that I've talked about breathing, it's either the same or longer. As you get better, you may be able to get more in a more equal pattern, but generally it's equal to maybe shorter. Ideally, you get equal. As you exhale, if your belly goes in, your pelvic floor is going to shorten. If your belly stays out like this, your pelvic floor is going to stay elongated. I want you to try both, but for reactive training, depending on the sport and depending on what you need, you're probably going to need belly out on the inhale, belly in on the exhale. Different sports require different things, so don't hold me to this on absolutely every single thing. How I train this is I start with 20 second increments, and then you take maybe 20 seconds rest. Or you could do this for 30 seconds. It gets tiring pretty quickly. In some Kundalini yoga practices, they do O breaths for minutes upon minutes. It's a great training tool, not only for the pelvic floor, but to essentially create more energy. And that's not really an accurate statement, but to to use air as a new vitality to whatever you're doing. So the idea is the fast exhale, we're tapping into the fast twitch pelvic floor muscles as the abdominals and ribs connect as well. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, post them below. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you're not already subscribed, press the subscribe button, and do share if you know anyone that can benefit from watching. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.